Welcome to Krawler Kingdom. I'm Jesse, and in this video we're going to cover me setting up a rear end with limiting straps. I went down recently to Sand Hollow to test out the new dual triangulation. Don't think I'm going to be able to fully cure what the issue was, which is excessive body lean, which happens when you dual triangulate. Call me dumb. I didn't do my research. I didn't know. I'll get used to it. But either way, I'm going to put some limiting straps on this, one, to make sure I don't hurt my suspension components, and two, I want to see if it can help with some of that body lean. I've already dropped the axle down, pulled the tire so I can go ahead and flex this out. If you don't have these 12-ton jack stands, highly recommend them if you have a lifted Jeep, just because it makes it super nice to be able to hold the frame up and drop axles and stuff like that if you don't have a lift. So here's what I'm thinking. I bought these tabs to go ahead and use. I like the double shear for it as far as the limiting straps go. Now, I bought these TMRs for the front like a year and a half ago and never ended up using them because I didn't have room nor space up front to go ahead and make them work. This time, I'm going to go ahead and try to use them. The theory is going to be is I set it up to be the proper length right here, right? But if I want to limit the left to right on it, which also limits the amount of droop, I'm going to be able to go ahead and adjust this. Now, because I have two for each side, and just in case this breaks, this gets in the way, because I'm going to tack this in and put the tire on and see if I have enough room. I doubt I'm going to rub it at all because it barely sticks out further than this rear sway bar mount, which I don't even need anymore. It's actually the track bar mount, not sway bar mount. But I'm going to put this one up here on the curb, so that way I can go ahead and have a hard welded in one here as well. That's more recessed, more back there in case I need it, and because I'm an idiot and I like to go ahead and do things more thoroughly. Well, let's talk up some made up math real quick. So I measured from the bottom eyelet to where I have my hard eyelet here, and I was able to get 16 inches, right? So that's the length till it fully hits, and I guarantee you mine's stopping because of my shocks. My drive line is as straight as an arrow, so that's not binding up nothing. So right now, the only limitation is the length of my shock droop on this. So I took my 16 inches, and most straps will stretch an inch for every 12 inches of run. So for every foot, if you get a 12-foot strap, it goes 13. At least that's what they say online. So what I did, my little maths, for me, was I took 1 divided by 12. So that's for, you're going to get every 12th, right? So like, what is every inch really equal in the scheme of things? And that came out to 0.083. Now, I times that number by the length, times that by 16. And then that came out to a certain number, which is like 1.5, blah, 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 blah. Subtract that from your total, which is 16. I know this is confusing, so watch somebody else's video, they're better at it. And it came up with a number of 14.66. Well, 14.66 would be exactly hitting the bottom, so I want to lose about a ½ inch on that. So I'm going to end up with 14-inch limiting straps based on where I'm at. So what I done did is I put both of these holes at the same height. These thread right on out. So say for example, I find out I like this length. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and just pull this out if I do, leaving this welded in there so it's ready if I need to adjust it or use it. And then I'll go ahead and use this one because it's kind of recessed. But this is me being ridiculous. Never do 2 of these, but you know what? I'm me. I had one sitting around at my house. So here we go. This is me using it. These 72-inch wide axles from Fusion 4x4 give me all the room in the world. I mean, I have more than a hand width. I'm not gonna get into that even in the closest. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish burning this on in there. And then that way I have that as an adjustable clevis. Here's the old finished product. I got it all welded around there. I don't really think I'm gonna need these lowers. I mean, these secondary ones that are right there. I like that offset one, and the reason why is it's more vertically aligned with the actual lower, so it's straighter, but it's not really too much in the way. But there's my craziness. There you have it. I really want to thank everybody who's watched this video for tuning in, and for all those people who've subscribed out there. It's really cool to see people out there finding anything worthwhile in my videos. I try, but I know there's so much good content out there. I really appreciate all those there. If you like the video, if it's something that you want to follow along, join the kingdom. Go ahead and subscribe. We'd love to have you on board. You guys have a good one out there. We'll see you on the trails.